Morning run. It's supposed to get pretty windy in about an hour, so I'm trying to get home before that. Alright, turnaround point. It's getting kind of windy. You know, when you're running, there's kind of an unwritten rule. Well, there's a couple unwritten rules, but there's kind of one that applies to just a runner to another runner. I don't know if this rule is actually like a thing. It's just mostly just in my head. And if a runner doesn't do it, they're either not experienced or they're not in the mood to be social or just anything like that. And that rule basically is, when one runner passes another and you make eye contact, there's always an obligatory wave or something to that nature, basically acknowledging the other person and basically saying, hey, good morning, how are you, or if whatever time of day it is. And when you're traveling, the fastest way to discover if a city is a running city or not is if these pleasantries are exchanged. For example, in LA, everybody waves. Everybody says hello, even if their face basically says like, what are you doing? They always bring a hand up and wave back. Nashville is one of those cities where there's barely any waving. I'm not complaining. It's just there's not a lot of waving going on. This isn't working. I thought I could get some of the stains out with this, and I think I made it worse, to be honest. Today on the vlog, it's going to contain a lot of similarities to yesterday's video, mostly just because we have to get work done, and I get work done here. But I do, with the exception of going outside at least once today, probably twice, mostly just so that we can, it's really nice outside, and I want to take advantage of that, and I may try taking my laptop outside to get some work done. Whenever I do that, I find that I'm not as productive, mostly just because of the sun, and I'm gonna try, maybe. Also, other news on the grocery front, and for those of you that didn't watch yesterday's vlog, Savannah and I put a Kroger order in, and there were 20 items in the basket, and they only grabbed 9, and they said like 11 were out of stock, and I went in, and they had like all of them. All that to be said, we put an order in for Walmart, because we got with the credit card that we get Walmart free delivery or something like that. Everything arrived this morning promptly to our front door. +1 for Walmart. Do you see this stand right here? The stand that this microphone is connected to? I've tightened this stand as tight as I could possibly do it, but it always seems to rest or fall down hitting this cymbal stand. And for those of you that don't record or don't understand why that's a significant thing, this stand is connected to this tom, and when you're recording, you want all the microphones to not touch any stands at all. Mostly just because a lot of times the vibrations from the drums or the cymbals will vibrate up the stand to the microphone, giving you a nasty hum. And I've tightened this thing as tight as I can possibly get it, and it still, without fail, every time always makes its way to rest on that tom stand. If you have any ideas on how to fix this, I'm all ears, because I've literally tightened it as It's kind of windy. On my way to a park to go get some work done and just to be outside, honestly. It's so windy. You know, some days on the skateboard I just like to go fast, but then there are other days where I just take my time and cruise, and Today is one of those days. The wind, I'm sure the wind has something to do with it, but it's mostly just because I just taking my time. What's that? I ran down here this morning, and on my run, the road was completely intact. Now, half the road is gone. Literally half of it's gone. If you've watched the vlog for any length of time, then you'll know that I really don't enjoy this particular road because there's a bike lane that is shared with cars. It's not really a bike lane. So it makes riding a skateboard on this pretty not great. See what I mean? It's kind of taking my chill mood, my chill cruise, not making it very chill. Now, does this mean I have to stop? I don't really know what the law is for a skateboard. Just go around slowly. Bye-bye! I just ended up stopping. You know, it's literally so windy that there's waves hitting the shore. It sounds like the beach. And this is a lake. That's crazy. Do you think that was caused by the wind? I don't know, maybe? That can't be. There's no way. Oh, maybe. No! Enough procrastinating. I need to get started on what I set out to do, which is get some work done. It is so windy. All right. Game plan is I'm just gonna set up right here on this here this here picnic table, really long picnic table, and enjoy the weather, the views, and the wind to get some work done. It is so windy today. I'm so glad I got my run done this morning. There's nothing worse than running with like a headwind. Okay, I just finished a couple of things that needed to get done. But while I was working, I was putting some more thought into the microphone stand issue that I showed you earlier today. I don't want a clip onto the bottom of the drum, because going back to not wanting to, you don't want the microphone attached to a drum or a cymbal or anything else. So that's not gonna work. Tightening it down obviously isn't working, and I think the reason that it's not working is because the boom arm is just super, super long, because it has to be that long to get underneath. And it's because the stand is so tall. So I think if I get a shorter stand, then that should, in theory, solve the problem, because it's not gonna be as much weight put on that little pivot point. Because I literally, I have drumsticks, and I tighten the crap out of that thing, and it just, I'm pretty sure it's stripped. I think getting a smaller one will fix it. But if you have any ideas that don't involve me spending money like that, then let me know, because it's fine and it works. It's kind of annoying. Okay, I think I'm gonna go home now. It's a little too windy for me. While I was working, that guy just kept riding back and forth. That's the 5th time I've seen him ride this way. And he has a bathing suit on. I don't know if he's lost or... The beach is that way, dude. You know, today is the first day that it's finally starting to feel like spring. Like, there's people walking. It's not freezing cold outside. I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's great. I love it. In California, I think I took for granted the amount of good weather that we have, just because I never thought of myself as like a warm weather kind of person. I honestly, when I was in California, I always loved and fantasized about cold weather, but now I'm moving to somewhere where it gets cold on a regular basis. Now it's the complete opposite. I fantasize and get so pumped when it's warm outside. So honestly, I think I'm a warm person. I had it too good in California. Also, that guy just rode by in the bathing suit again. They're just putting new signs in. It didn't blow down. I didn't think so, but that wood is too brand new, and all of the signs all of them wouldn't be taken down. That's the guy. I guess he's done. I have no idea what he was doing. He didn't get in the water. He just rode his bike. So this park area it's the one that I run to almost every single day, and it's exactly 3.5 miles from my house, meaning that based on this electric skateboard's battery, I should have around 6-ish miles left, I think. Plenty of time to get some exploring done and to get home without having to push the skateboard. Also, that was a speed bump, and I just going over the speed bumps, sometimes if they're not shallow enough, you go flying, and I just didn't feel like that. Yeah, 6 miles. A lot of runners out right now. It's interesting when there's definitely like a morning shift for running, and then there's a midday shift, and then there's an evening shift, and they're all completely different people. It just purely depends on people's work schedules and what you ultimately like. I'm 100% a morning person. I'd rather get it done and over with instead of it kind of lingering over my head all day long. Little update. This is I'm going against the wind the entire ride back, and it's draining the battery a lot faster than normal. So because of that, I'm gonna go home. There was one time I was going through that intersection, and I literally somebody ran the red light, almost hit me. It like skidded and everything. It was a whole thing. So since then, I'm extra careful. Those are new. What are you doing? Enjoying the outside?